Jack, Nazareth and me, together with our support team, set out on a trip to circumnavigate the planet Hurston on Dragonfly bikes. Having completed a similar circumnavigation of Microtech a few years ago, we were confident that we would complete this trip as well. Hurston is a very different planet though, with plenty of trash along the way to get caught up in. We'd be starting day 13 as we set out to complete stage 9 of the journey, 1228 kilometers from Tompkins to Ishmael, a stage that would see us travel beyond the North Pole, at the end of which we'd have a straight run on to Lorville for the very end of this entire expedition. The stage ahead though promised plenty of challenges, with a band of heavy trash followed by a band of very welcoming mudflats. However, on the way we'd come up with strategies for dealing with such terrain, and you'll get to see all of that in this video. So we'd be starting day 13 with a rising sun as we set out to complete stage 9 of the journey, 1228 kilometers from Tompkins to Ishmael, a stage that would see us travel beyond the North Pole, at the end of which we'd have a straight run on to Lorville for the very end of this entire expedition. The stage ahead though promised plenty of challenges, as we expected to find similar geography to the South Pole, with a band of heavy trash followed by a band of very welcoming mudflats, with the pole expected to be savannah grassland dotted with trees. However, on the way we'd come up with strategies for dealing with such terrain, and you'll get to see all of that in this video. Now, I know I said this was going to be the final video, but there was just so much to cover on these stages that I ended up splitting it into 2 anyway. This video was going to end up like an hour long otherwise, and that is just kind of too long for one of these videos. Because we're entering polar regions soon, we may hit more mudflats, you never know.
Yeah, you're going through the mountain.
Yeah.
Straight on. Yeah, these aren't that bad, are they?
Not really. Those words would come back to bite me almost immediately though.
Yeah, I figures I was heading straight to your marker.
Okay, I'm just going to go true bearing now.
Well, we did just lose our weapon system there.
It
It didn't look like there was an impact though. Knowing we were going to hit trash at some point during the day was an unwelcome spectre, but for now we'd be heading through some fairly manageable mountains as Fingers scouted a path ahead.
Ooh. And I just met some of those skinny poles.
Oh! We pushed on over the ridges into the night, and it wasn't long before things began to flatten out. However, that didn't diminish the risk at all, as these fields were dotted with missile trees, and Jack had already seen some of the construction site poles that were arguably one of the most dangerous obstacles on all of Hurston. Oh, I'm following you anyway, so. A lot of trees coming out.
Unexpected ditches.
At this point in time, Trenick was following on behind Jack, and he would catch Jack's first crash of the night. We would lose quite a few bikes on the stage up ahead. Myself especially, I think, would have the most crashes of any of the stages of this journey.
Hello.
You
hit nothing.
But in our defense, it was difficult terrain that we were coming into, and sometimes these bikes just explode anyway.
Should I just go straight to Fingers on this
Yes.
run?
Decent tip coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got some toxic pits as well.
Is that what those are? Okay.
Yeah, they're like they've got the poles in them and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Tompkins 324.7, so call it 325. So we're about a third of the way.
As morning dawned, things were finally clearing up a bit. Whoa, we've got a beautiful morning now. Look at this.
Yeah, we do.
But plenty of opportunity for accidents remained. Oh. Ooh. God, I'm having some luck today.
Yeah, seriously.
That luck was not shared with the rest of the team though, as the loss of an entire carrack was about to follow.
Whoa. I exploded again.
Whoa, I heard that one.
The
Holy
whole
shit.
carrack went up. It sounds
The
like
whole carrack exploded.
God.
Carrack's dead,
Okay, let's take a breather now.
There may have been a little debris of the first Dragonfly on the ramp. Maybe that's what it clipped. I was backing out and I was dead center.
There's still a Dragonfly on here. I'm trying to back it out now. I might die, but
We'd hold up while a second Carrack was brought in and loaded up with bikes.
I can shoot at.
but make sure everybody's out of the way so it doesn't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Put my new guns to work.
This bike is in perfect condition. Wow. The bike we'd pulled from the exploded Carrack was in decent condition, so I'd be using that as we set off again. And up ahead we'd have the first signs of the most dreaded biome of all, trash.
Yep, going. A little more.
And almost immediately it would turn out this bike was not in the best of conditions after all, as the brakes were essentially not working.
I was setting my camera
God
angles
damn
in
it.
for a second, so
The thrusters on this thing are not responsive.
Yeah, there's like trash along the left side of this route, but if you stay to the right of the trash, you can follow right towards them, and then as it starts extending to the right, you're gonna have to cut in and through.
Mercifully, our first brush with trash of the day was to be a short one, and I was very quickly through.
It'd be a hard right. You're kind of
Don't hit the fingers.
The trash here was real
gotcha.
thin. It was real thin. Like I'm through already.
Oh, where you going, Phoenix? That one's good.
It's all good.
And maybe mercifully, I was about to get a new bike anyway. There could be more coming up. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. To say that was a rough landing would be an understatement.
I passed through this saddle, I guess.
Okay. At this latitude, it is classic Hurston red desert, dotted with areas of trash.
Tan pools, red desert, concrete poles, so it was this block and pole.
But as I said, the bikes were not going to be our friends today, and many explosions would follow. Ooh,
Oh.
what the?
Airborne explosion.
Airborne explosion! And every encounter with trash was getting thicker now. Oh shit, you got trash, a lot of it.
$416 to Tompkins. 40%-ish. A little less.
After some awkward shimmying through, we would end up close to the far side.
Climb this ridge, get on top. Oh, that's a big wall. Heavy trash.
Heavy trash for as far as the eye can see.
Heavy trash. Yeah, but the ridges do seem to be the better way.
Yeah. Plants and rocks, not your friends.
I can still go.
Climbing out of this trash, we'd enter a series of mountains that would gain us a little altitude, and we'd find ourselves in one of the most surreal moments of this journey.
Steep grey cliff.
Straight ahead, Jack. Go over that panel.
Yep.
We in the clouds, fingers.
It's clouds, yes. We're
In the clouds, holy shit, what?
Yep, left.
Oh, that's so weird.
We're high up. Wow.
Oh yeah, we are at 3.2, aren't we? Wow.
Left.
I must go into that cloud, I must go down there.
Go right and then straight.
That's right, the cloud there on Hurston is surprisingly low, meaning there are several mountain areas where you can enter the clouds from the ground. And at the time, this was something that I had never done before. We're in a cloud, damn.
Yep, water on the windshield.
we're so extended.
Oh, I got ping for this, jeez.
Bear to the right around the trash pile as you come out of that gully.
Okay. To the right, okay.
Right at the nose, nice.
Microtech's clouds are higher up, right?
Right, there's no mountains you get
Yeah.
cloud on in Microtech.
So that's a first for me anyway, you know. Leaving the clouds, we'd be heading back down to ground level and trying to avoid more trash. Damn.
You can avoid it if you keep staying to the right, Katie.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll be able to curve around once you get past it.
Ooh. We were now entering the trash band latitudes though, so it would just become more and more unavoidable as we went on.
Left is probably the best way through.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, it's not really much you can do. Once you're on the side of one of these ridges, gravity is the dominating force. And if there's a rock below you, you are going to hit that rock. The impact that again affected my brakes. I don't have
to the right of me
right now, so like the...
Okay. The right. Go to the right of me. It'll be better.
I'm just going to go to the ridge because I can basically see where that is.
This ridge right here goes right through it without any debris.
Okay. Trash when you don't have brakes is very difficult because you've got to keep spinning the bike around to kind of stop yourself standing.
To your left a little.
The ridges did offer respite from the trash, but again, my luck with bikes today was just atrocious and we'd have another accident shortly after. This is the most crashes I've had. I mean, some of those were just like mid-air explosions, but... 438 from Tompkins. Holy shit. The dust does look epic now that they've added to it, you know, like when you see a carrot coming down and all the dust is getting kicked up, like it looks goddamn insane.
Katie, look to your left.
I see you in front of me.
That is. Right between. Whoa, that carrot's coming in fast.
Your ramp is down, by the way, Altax, so I don't know if you know that.
Watch it drop.
Trash. Lots of trash. Maybe if we cut round to the left?
Yeah, that ridge, yes.
Okay.
Though it is going to drop into a short stretch of trash also,
What
but then you'll be able to get up on the other side.
The view off to the left there, wow.
We're on a ridge. We're on a sharp blade of a ridge right now.
It was... Okay, getting the shot cost me a little bit of a fall. Worth it though, worth it.
Into giant boulders. It was a good shot. I might have done that in the past myself. It was definitely worth an arm and a leg and a torso.
Sometimes the trash is just completely unavoidable and you've got to pick your way through. We'd grown accustomed to this several thousand kilometers ago, so we'd have to just dig in and get through it.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Once you're over that, there's trees.
Okay. Hey, okay, back out. Go down.
Checks through.
Open ground was more narrow now and trash more common. We were truly arriving at the trash belts. Just keep going, yeah, go through.
Yeah, probably right about where I am.
Well, that was probably a hard way to go if you go a little bit further.
Fair warning, this trash is very... I'm actually struggling to find a route even through it.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the trash a little bit to your left. I found a path.
You can't really plan through it, it's just...
Okay.
You gotta go moment to moment.
Just kind of feeling your way through it, basically.
Well, there.
You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet, made me whole again. You came in my life.
And it was here that we would come up with new strategies to challenge the trash biome, starting with essentially going prone.
Be the same again.
Can we go around this? Can we get through this way, do you know?
Yeah, go around this, hard right around it.
Oh! Damn, okay, that was crazy. Maybe I can get through here as well. Yeah, look at that, oh my god. It's the Dragonfly equivalent of going prone.
Yeah.
To the left of that, you'll be able to get around it.
Might be able to go through.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
right around this. Yeah.
You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again.
Moving through this bayou, you end up dinged up all over the place though, causing problems with brakes all over again, and I was about to lose a bike in a very unusual set of circumstances for this journey. I'm actually stuck. Oh no, I'm about to explode. Clipped into it, okay. Yeah, I think I might have to leave this bike here and go anywhere.
It turned around, but yeah, I think it's hung up.
It's clipped in. Oh, maybe it'll pop out, I don't know, but... You get down here and fashion me with another bike?
I think so.
Coming up with Carrick right now.
I have to stop and drink.
As I was grabbing myself a new bike, Jack was about to lose his old bike.
Oh!
Wow. Okay. I guess it decided to wait until I was in the middle of the.
God, this has been the toughest trash we faced, it feels like. Now, I'm cutting this down to a relatively short sequence, but this was hours long of digging through the trash and getting to the end. Eventually, though, things would start clearing up, and we'd be in good spirits knowing that it was probably mudflats coming up next.
Yeah, Jack died.
Okay. Yeah, Katie's clear now, basically.
God, that was hard. That was hard going.
It's not easy either.
There's less trash if you follow on the left side, and it goes around all this trash.
Wait, is the trash or... It looks like boulders to me. Oh, there's trash on the right. Yeah, I see trash.
Yeah,
But yeah.
so either you get boulders or trash.
Okay, on my way.
Given the two options, we choose boulders.
Clouds again.
Blind drop.
Is there trash down here somewhere?
Yeah, the
So
trash is
follow-
over to
if
the
you're
right.
following Katie, and if you stay to the left, you'll stay out of the trash.
Jack, the ground is starting to look more like mud flat.
Pumpkin.
The ground. There is still obstacles and shit like that, so I'm not promising anything, I'm just saying the ground is starting to look more like it. At the South Pole, we were not expecting the vast stretch of mudflats, but it followed an area of red desert after the trash. So the current red desert was something that we were expecting, kind of, and in a hurry to get to what we thought may lay beyond. Well, there would be one or two accidents along the way here as well. Oof.
Ow.
Well, that was unfortunate.
2 pumpkins when you add up together.
And it really was clearing up now. I'm making good speed.
The going seems to be easier. From my perspective.
Yeah, it has smoothed out a lot right where I'm at.
I was at full speed to catch up to Jack, and on this dash it would appear that luck was finally on my side. Oh, I don't know whether I'm still many kilometers behind. Oh.
That was nice. That was really cool.
Okay. Damn. Blind recovery.
No, it was calculated. Come on.
Yeah, I meant to do that.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like second nature or instinct.
Oh no.
Damn.
No.
What's wrong? What's wrong now?
Dragonfly's clipping the Carrick to death.
Uh-oh.
Right on the ramp.
Oh no. Trees!
Oh, wait, are we in
Savannah?
Savannah already?
Savannah. At least on this mountaintop.
Lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want.
Yep, we got trees here.
Oh, 1.7. Alright. Oh, I see them, savannah trees.
Trees actual.
Now, this wasn't actually full savanna yet, and in fact, if we were to stick to the low grounds, we could find very, very mudflat-like terrain all around. The low grounds are like mudflats.
Alright.
I'm at Ishmael.
And I
Oh,
can't
cool.
stop.
You're at Ishmael?
Cliff, watch the cliff.
Well,
Okay.
too late now.
677.
We are committing to it.
Alrighty.
Oh, wow! Katie,
Yeah.
you face planted in that hill. It was like literally 100 meters in front of me.
A Dragonfly got caught in the ramp
Yeah.
and exploded.
Okay. On this terrain, you can really just go full speed, making up a lot of distance in a short time.
He was trying to get that glitchy dragonfly off the carrick and exploded. That's what happened, Mark?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
The mudflats are certainly a lot of fun, however nothing would quite compare to that stretch of completely barren terrain we'd found in the earlier stages of this journey, and never seen again. But, okay, like we've seen mudflats at the South Pole, and we've seen mudflats at the North Pole. We have never ever seen another instance of that completely barren area that was like between Adlai and Hendrix.
I guess I call that salt flats because it's flat as a salt lake.
Oh,
I'll bring it over and then I'll go with it.
I don't know what I hit, but I hit something.
Back into place, but
Okay.
I'm gonna
Jack,
try
I
to
am
get
off.
there.
The sun was rising as we got into proper mudflats up ahead, and it promised to be quite a beautiful morning over this kind of terrain.
Hey, look, it's mudflats.
Mudflats right at sunrise. I think this is.
It's bumpy though. I'm not going to go too fast because a minute ago I was coming over this and just exploded randomly. Apparently it's below the horizon for us, but we are
The
closing
sun is
distance
coming up
on.
nice and pretty right in front of. Where's that sunset?
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
It's hard to get a screenshot from the bike, but it looks incredible though. By the way, this also does confirm something, Jack. The mudflats are a legit actual biome.
It is.
Because like we found them at both poles. And really, it's moments like this that are what the trip was all about. Everybody's spirits were high and having fun. There was no challenge really, it was just all about the enjoyment of the riding and getting the distance done.
I think it was a delay. It sort of kind of skipped over this little bump and then got a kind of that long.
I see mountains figures. Is that?
Yeah, there's a little saddle through it, and I think we're onto more mudflat.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass right over you, Katie.
Wow, that looks amazing. Oh my god. It's like you think you're going fast, then you see what real speed is. Up ahead, it would seem like the dominance of the savannah terrain was finally taking over. I do see trees.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the.
Okay.
Oh, mountainous savannas.
Slow
Trying to get
down. But as was becoming common on this stage, my brakes were terribly suffering at this moment. Yeah, could be maybe, but... Oh, God.
Trying to come up. Are you clear? Or am I clear to move?
I do not see you near me. You should be moving.
Okay.
It's difficult with no brakes and...
Are we coming in close to the end of today's journey? Is that what I'm understanding, Kate?
Oh, you're pressing on.
Now at this point the whole team had been riding along for many hours, and we would ultimately make the decision a little further on to hold up and settle in for another night rest. That would take us into day 14, fresh to complete the final hop over to Ishmael in stage 9. The terrain would be savannah as we closed in on Ishmael. We didn't have very far to go at this point, and I was already thinking of strategies that maybe would get us to see more mudflats instead of savannah. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of savannah to cross, hopefully not too much. I think that based on like looking at the maps as well, if we were to veer to the right a little bit, we'd probably, yeah, I can already see, like, I think staying kind of right of the line is probably going to net us a lot more open ground. Ishmael was on the far side of the pole, and my theory was that rather than going in a straight line through what we knew would be savannah over the pole, if we cut around the area of 6 savannah, we maybe would be able to catch more mudflats and overall increase our time. Veering off to one side until we hit mudflats seemed like a good strategy, though initially it would not yield the best results. Look at the globe image that Fingers posted. There's a latitude line, for lack of a better term, you know, that I think that if we stuck to it a little bit, it would probably make the journey longer, but it'd probably be more open terrain. I'm not seeing evidence of that right now. Like, I'm not finding open terrain, so it could just be, you know, I could be a crackpot essentially, but it was a theory. With 400 kilometers to go, I think we'd probably left it a bit too late to enact such a strategy, and as we went on, it would just turn out to be more savannah anyway. And the terrain here is probably deceptive. It looks open, but there is a lot of obstacles still. So it's open, but cautiously open.
A lot of small trees.
Oh yeah, this is way thicker. We're only 181 away now, so... Still, there are worse places to be stuck travelling through, and unlike the South Pole where it was dark all the time, the North Pole has constant light, always in a state of dusk or dawn. 167 now, we're not too far. As Jack and me climbed to a higher plateau, vivid green grass would start to appear beneath us, and it seems like the higher steps here have an almost golf course-like appearance to them. It's an interesting climb, let's put it that way. It's not clear. I'm making progress. Wow, it just got more beautiful though as the sun peeks around to make it more like daytime.
Shots.
If you head through the valley on your left, it's going to be less of a climb.
If when you climb and when you get to the top you go a bit left, there's some nice flat ground.
Okay.
And then careful towards the edge there, it does get pretty steep.
Okay.
So just try to follow the flat ground for as long as you can.
This is like a golf course.
Yeah.
A golf course with an unusual amount of elevation change. Trennick would scout on ahead a little and come across an obstacle that we had not planned for on this route, a large body of water.
Real quick guys, the ocean is right in front of us.
Wait, what?
What?
This is ocean where the Carrick's at now.
I need to check the map to make sure that we're... Now, a few notes to make here. One is that yes, we missed this in the planning phase because, well, the poles are hard to map based on the available images. The other is the question of whether or not Gravlevs could travel over water at this time, and on paper, yes, they technically could. However, it was still a very new feature, and in our own prep testing before the trip itself, well, we had some water-related mishaps that led us to believe that it was not yet traversable. Not reliably, anyway. This would mean a bit of a detour.
No, my love, don't worry about the cold just yet.
Trennick would again be swapping over to the 100i to do a little scouting ahead for a route around the lake.
Just feel the summer sun as it warms.
Like, if you see where the Carrick's at now,
Yeah.
there's mountains that are like just in the middle of the water.
Oh!
But they're not, yeah.
Trennick had found a possible route using a trail of rideable terrain that runs through the water a little further along the coast. We'd be making a detour to follow it.
If you want to try and utilize it, I would just be careful because there are pockets of water here and
Yes, right.
there. So, yeah.
But I'm trying to shelter you.
Yeah, the oceans and the poles were hard to see.
Yeah.
both on the maps and on the globe.
But we could definitely see it 100 meters away.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
lost like a lot of control. Just how much time we've got. I'm at 90k right now.
Yeah. Clear of the lake, now under 100 kilometers away, we could reflect on how Stage 9 had felt as a journey.
What happened?
With daylight, it's been a lot easier than South Pole. You know, South Pole was all dark.
Yeah, it's so much easier with just a little lighting.
Yeah.
It's been there since I arrived.
Oh, okay.
Could be a mission.
Arriving in trespassing range, all we had to do now was find the bunker. Arathorn and Pericles had taken on a box mission so we could more easily close in on the target.
Did you cross those mountains to get there?
I did.
The base is on your left. You are getting kind of close now, and you don't have much cover, so just be careful. They are targeted if you need, but yeah.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah, I do now, yeah. Okay. I see
Okay.
it now. Outstanding.
Wait, did you guys take the turrets out?
No, no. Well, I don't know. Did you, Arathorn?
No.
Okay. With Ishmael in sight, Stage 9 was complete, and now the only thing remaining was the home stretch to Lorville, where we'd finish out our circumnavigation of Hurston. All that remains is the home stretch. Let's have a look at the straight line distance to Lorville.
Yeah, it's the hypotenuse of a right triangle.
Yeah, 708.
I was gonna guess 700 meters.
As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching, and all of our very generous patrons that you can see on screen right now. These very generous people keep this channel going with their support, and I just want to thank each and every one of them for choosing to support the channel. Thank you. We'll be back with more very soon.